is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler. It's been longer than what?
What was that?
I don't know. I was listening to some Michael McDonald over there.
Don't you tell me about it. It doesn't matter what he's singing about. I want to hear it, you know?
Fucking A.
Did
Did you see the TikTok? Did you see the TikTok about the little girl who wanted to see him in Des Moines?
Yeah.
And he waved at her, and you saw that?
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. Good job, Michael McDonald.
Thank you.
Well, I think, dude, if I'm him, he's probably like, wait a second, a 13-year-old really likes my music? That's cool. Like, wow. Talk about timeless. You know?
Yeah, you can span generations.
Shit. Right? Holy crap.
That's what you want art to do, right? It's the whole point of doing anything artistic is a chance to express yourself after you're gone.
Duh.
And that's why they do it.
I just want recognition for my amazing songwriting.
Yeah, like great songs like...
Yeah, that's okay. That's... So the podcast is already over? Oh. What is What's in My Mouth? Do we have a What's in My Mouth?
No, I just wanted to play that song.
Wait a fuck. You know what? There's people out there.
Crash their cars because they was light.
You know what? You know what? Back in the day, we didn't have internet and whatnot, so we had to rely on basically whatever was going to be on. There wasn't.
You didn't have.
There wasn't even. We didn't even have a TV guide. We didn't have cable, so there was no guide, and it was a little box on top of the. So Doctor Who was one of our favorite shows, and it was on PBS, but only some nights. And what always preceded it was this show where it was this guy, and it was called The Stargazer. And it was this guy, and he was like, always look to the stars. And he was in front of this really bad blue screen. It wasn't even green screen. Like, that's how old it was. It was blue screen. And he's just like, this is what you can see if you look in the northeast quadrant. And we would get all excited, right? Because maybe it was vaguely entertaining enough to keep us interested because we knew maybe. Dr. fucking Who, dude. You know, have you ever seen do yourself a favor.
I want that to be a drop.
Do yourself a favor and fucking YouTube the Doctor Who opening theme from like the 80s, and it'll blow your fucking mind, dude. It's just like, holy shit, I'm ready. I am ready to fucking get my mind blown. Okay. So, we're watching, we'd watch this Stargazer show, and some nights Doctor Who would be on afterwards, and other nights it wouldn't. And the point of that is that every time we saw that Stargazer show, we were like, ooh, maybe Doctor Who's on. But not every time. And you know what you did to our listeners who live and die by the What's in My Mouth segment? Is you fucked them with a Stargazer episode and no Doctor Who afterwards. You fucking bastard.
Nice.
You fucking deserve it. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know. I just fucked it up. Let's go on and talk about
it. So there's a couple things we want to talk about. I have not seen Indiana Jones 5. But
I did.
But Tyler did.
I did.
I want to talk about, because there's been a lot of discourse lately about the death of the cult classic, and I want to talk about that. And then you're going to love what Mattel is doing.
I am excited. I didn't read ahead.
Do not.
I won't.
It's going to make for one
I don't like.
segment.
See, the basis of our old show, Tinfoil Radio, which is what made it work so well, and it kind of devolved into something else, which is why it wasn't fun anymore. But in the original idea was, hey, Jake's going to research like a conspiracy theory and then tell me all about it. And I'm not going to know anything about it and then react to it and stuff. And it worked for a little while, but then we had to start talking about assholes like every fucking week. But this, I still like it when we have the ability to do that, where I'm like, I don't know what's coming.
Yeah, and that's why we don't do the Griff Report every week, because
it's too much.
It's just, it's boring because they all have the same shit over and over again.
Hey, Geeks and Gamers got demonetized, didn't they?
I'm pretty sure they got remonetized.
Of course.
Because YouTube's a bunch of fucking cowards. But anyway,
Douchebags.
you know what they are?
You are nothing but garbage, yeah. Nothing but garbage, guy.
So, Tyler, you saw Indiana Jones.
Yes.
And the Dial of Destiny. I have not. So,
And the Temple of Destiny. And the Dial of Doom.
wow.
And the
So,
Last Destiny.
I want to kind of interview you about this without, going too deep into spoiler territory. Don't want to go into...
Pizza time.
So, before let's establish some ground stuff here. Okay? Are you looking to remain spoiler-free for this movie yourself?
I have already had some of it already spoiled.
Okay. Do we want to talk about it off the air so I know what you've been spoiled and not?
Well, we could pause so we
That's
don't
kind
spoil
of-
it for someone else.
we could do a little wingity dingity.
Well, for those of you who don't know, wingity diggity is when we eat a bucket of chicken wings and then come back to the show. Could you imagine?
What do you mean? Imagine we do it every week, halfway through the show.
Wingity diggity. Hold on.
Why do
So
you
we're
think
going to
we have-
discuss this to make sure we don't spoil
Why do you
something.
think we have such high
Because
cholesterol?
I'll hit the pizza time if we have to, is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
I don't mind if this is kind of spoiled because I already had my own thing about it. Hold on. So we discussed it off the air. I did, in fact, have an element of the movie spoiled for me. But
Yes.
the thing that I had spoiled, I had already my own suspicions about it anyway. So it wasn't that big of a spoiler.
Which is kind of funny because it's actually a really small part of the movie.
Well, and so as far as I know,
The plot concerns it, but the actual act of it is really small.
it's tough because I want I don't really want a lot. I'm a little in a weird spot because I need to get off film Twitter when movies come out because
Yeah, what the hell's your problem?
they fucking spoil shit so much. Because I had that Nick Cage cameo.
Yeah,
in
what
Flash
the hell? What are
spoiled.
you doing to yourself? I used to spoil myself
I should just
when the
I
first
just should delete Twitter anyway.
I used to actually I would read the wiki like the day a movie came out because I wouldn't see it till Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just wanted to see, and it was like, why am I doing that? I like when I'm surprised. I had no idea that shit in Multiverse of Madness was coming at all. I had expectations, however.
Well, I didn't have hardly anything of that spoiled, or Thor.
No,
and
me.
stuff,
No,
but-
I'm saying me neither. I'm saying that was really cool, but like it's actually a lot easier to remain spoiler free than you think.
Yeah,
You're kind of
but and so anyway,
if you're going to the source.
what I wanted to do is just kind of talk to
Sure.
see how vaguely you
Let's
could
talk about
talk
it.
about it. So, you talked about on this show how you even liked the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yes,
or
I did.
So you were already going to be like, I feel like you had your own, because everybody comes into a movie with their own bias, right? So I think you were going to be a little bit more positive on this movie no matter what.
Well, the first,
I think there could have been things
Sure.
that, like, I don't think that you wouldn't be honest and be like, no, there's things that really sucked and blah, blah, blah. And so I saw your tweet about it, and I was like, oh. So first of all, I was like, oh, okay, so you did see it.
Mhm.
And I just kind
I
of
had nothing to do on Monday.
I just wanted to know what your thoughts were.
Well, first things first, like if you really want to get to what was bad about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and it's not even that bad because he does a good job in the role and the story makes him whatever. But Shia LaBeouf
Yeah.
was really like, and then there was a segment, there was this scene, this whole
The
like
fridge.
I don't give a shit about the fridge, dude. I'm talking about Shia LaBeouf swinging with monkeys and shit.
Oh,
Like, what the
yeah.
fuck is that, dude? These green screen monkeys? Shut up. That was stupid. But everything else was like an Indiana Jones movie. Like, what's your problem? Like, oh, shut the fuck up, dude. Did you not see the... I mean, I just... What are you looking for when you go to see an Indiana Jones movie? What I'm looking for is a fun summer movie that takes me away from the real world for a good solid 2 hours and makes and renews my, faith and hope in, something.
You just want a
And-
fun adventure movie.
Yes. Just like George Lucas when he created the whole thing. He wanted to make movies like he had those cereals when he was a kid.
And those first three
That's
movies,
how Star Wars came about too, a little bit.
Those first three movies still... I mean, there are clearly shots where you're like, okay, this is showing its age a little bit. But for the most part...
Dude, those first three movies hold up.
Dude, The Last Crusade, the tank fight is still awesome. Still a great sequence.
Dude, all of that... And
it's all practical.
Exactly. And dude, that is... Mangold fucking did a... Oh, okay.
So there wasn't... So how much CG was in it? Because
enough to get by, honestly, because Harrison Ford is old.
Yeah. You're gonna have to have a stunt double. You're gonna
almost
have to
the entire first.
Keaton is Batman.
I'm not spoiling anything by saying almost the entire first 20 minutes is kind of a prequel recap exposition, sort of, but it's basically an Indiana Jones adventure that takes place. I want to say 1939 ish, I mean, it might have even been close to the end of the war. The things that were going on, so it might have been like 1944. But clearly what they had to do was they had to have a stunt double and then CG his face, and do all that stuff. And there were moments during that first 20 minutes when you're like, ooh, yeah, a little. But you know what? Can I just say, at no point was I as turned off by this movie in all the which again was not much. But at no point was I as turned off by it as I was by the fucking Flash when he was on screen.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Well, that's his costume's supposed to vibrate when he's shut up. You just didn't want to pay the fucking animators.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I was wrong. I didn't even think they even bothered. So they did have an actor that played opposite of Ezra, and then but they just deep faked his face on, and it's just like. Ugh.
I don't know how much Harrison
just can we decide on
there are moments where and I'm not spoiling anything, but there's a moment where it's in the preview. They take a mask off of his head.
That looks good. That didn't look bad.
Just hang on. They take a mask off of his head and then they shove him down into a chair. Now that could very well have been Harrison Ford himself, and then they just de-aged him. However, there's also scenes on a train, on top of a train, where clearly he's not. I mean, he might. I don't know. He's fucking spry as fuck, man.
But he's also in his 70s.
He's 80.
Late 70s, almost 80.
He's ridiculous.
But
dude, he still looks good, and he still plays the part well, and he does.
I gotta look up his age now.
There's a the interesting thing about what I said about the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull being the one big
80.
issue.
80.
The one big issue with the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and again, it wasn't even that big because again, his character fit the movie and then the idiosyncrasies and the aesthetics of the Indiana Jones movies. So he was, and he acted well in the part. He did what he was supposed to do in an Indiana Jones movie. Okay, so there's that, and then they actually touch on that. In this movie, they touch on what happens, where he's at now. When we see Indiana Jones, he's a broken man. He's about to retire, and he doesn't have Marion anymore. He lives in this shitty apartment in New York, and he just he has nothing to live for really anymore. And the world has changed around him to the point where he doesn't even know what the world is anymore.
He's old. Harrison Ford is old. He's
exactly.
Old.
And then this woman comes into his life who happens to be the story at the beginning of the movie has to do with her father. Her father is a big part of that first part of the movie. So you get to know her dad, this guy, Toby Jones, and then she shows up and whatever, and a lot of stuff ensues from that. And it's basically, there's a mulligan. I won't even tell you what it is, but there's a mulligan that takes place that you see in the first part and then the second part. And they travel all over the world. There's a great travel sequence like they used to do in the old Indiana Jones movies, but it's a little bit updated. So it's more kind of a you're looking down on the map a little bit, and and it's you see a car and then a plane. It's really, really cool the way they did it. But Mangold. Here's one thing people forget about the Indiana Jones movies because they're so fucking bombastic, and the theme is da 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 da. It's bam
big,
bam.
Yeah.
It's loud and big. But every fucking Indiana Jones movie, every one starts with a very quiet scene. There's almost no music, and you don't exactly know what's happening right away.
The first one, he's in a classroom. He's teaching.
No, he's in the jungle.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, he's with Alfred Molina. Yeah.
Yes. But the point is that Mangold did that. He started the movie off like it's just a movie. Here's the title. Here's the people who are in it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he did it just like, I mean, he stuck to the formula. Here, J.J. Abrams needs to look at what Mangold did with Indiana Jones 5. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He needs to look at that and go, oh, that's how you're supposed to update a movie. Not copy it fucking scene by fucking scene and story point by fucking story point, dude. Okay, that's not what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to keep the feel of those movies alive. Now, Abrams did do a good job of that. In fact, I'm so proud of him for getting rid of the fucking lens flares and that shit. Thank you. Thank you so much. But Mangold did what you're supposed to do. You update a movie or a beloved franchise by keeping the feel of it. And the story beats, I mean, it's not exactly the same because this is the first movie where the woman in it is not, there's no possibility, there's no romantic tension because there's no possibility for that. She's his goddaughter.
Yeah.
So that's like the big difference from all these other movies.
Yeah, the female is not a love interest.
But she kicks ass. And I saw this fucking jerk off tweet, like one, I don't know who it was, but it was like
oh man, the hate
a
she's getting is
transgender
ridiculous.
woman, probably swimming for somebody. But they tweeted it and said like, oh, Phoebe. And I'm like, dude, I don't know about you, but there's a lot of scenes. I think she's very attractive. And there's a lot of scenes where it's like, wow. And here's something great that I love about this movie. Since there's no romantic tension with those two,
Yeah.
they show actually there's a couple scenes very memorable and very, whatever, where they're in public places and there's guys around and Phoebe Waller-Bridges' character is like checking him out and they're checking her out and she's like kind of like, and then something happens where she's like, what? But it's great because it shows that she's independent and she's comfortable with her sexuality, if that makes sense. And especially that time, that was probably very frowned upon, obviously. Women's lib was becoming a thing and whatnot and shit. Until the 70s, you couldn't own a credit card if you were a woman unless you had a husband. Still these days, if you want to get your tubes tied, if you're under the age of like 40 or something, there's a lot of doctors that just won't do it. And there's no law that says that they have to.
The hate that Phoebe Waller-Bridger, is it Bridger or
Bridge?
Phoebe Waller-Bridge, that she gets, it's the same as the shit that Brie Larson catches. It's just they think because she had a show like Fleabag that was very feminist and progressive and a funny like I've only seen a few episodes.
I need to watch it now.
It's a funny show. And
she's awesome.
It's an interesting show because
she's exactly what the franchise needs. She's very Marion Ravenwood.
But what I'm saying is, I was thinking about doing a Grifter report, report on this. But it's the same shit. Like seriously, it is the same that Brie Larson got because she fucking dared to speak her mind, and a bunch of losers on the internet were mad, and it's just so stupid. And that's another thing too. You can clearly tell. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know. It's so hard. Like this is what happens when you have a bunch of people like doing this stupid shit, where anytime a female actress has, like I said, any thoughts of her own and any own independent thinking, they have to. If it's not the right group of thought, they make them this big enemy, and they call her a horse face and like say that she's this fucking Nerdrotic was saying something like Lucasfilm was failing because of mediocre white women or some shit like that. And it's just like, you guys don't watch this anymore. Because clearly, based on what you've been telling me and like her performance and everything, and I've heard a lot of people say the same thing. I think she's a good actress. I think Fleabag was funny. Like, I thought she was good on SNL when she was on that. Like,
I should watch that too.
I think she's a funny actress, and I think but like fucking what are we in fucking third grade calling someone a horse face? Like, grow the fuck
but
up.
we're also.
And by the way, you know who was saying that? Fucking heel versus baby face. I love it.
He's got a lot of nerve.
I love it when people like. That's why it's so stupid to make fun of people's looks. Like, shut up.
Yeah, dude. Fucking. Anyway, the funny thing is, to American audiences, she's fairly new still, but she's been around over in the UK and Europe for forever, and she's like an award-winning playwright in her own right. Before Fleabag. So we're just catching Phoebe Waller-Bridge now, but she's been around for a while, and she's making her own way, and why wouldn't you want to root for that? Why wouldn't you want to root for somebody like that? Like, that's cool. Like, you just had a dream and you just made it happen. Like, what am I trying to do with my music,
And I'm not saying, like, I haven't on this show made comments that were, like, based on someone's looks.
Yeah.
But
we both have.
The difference is I'm not just making that like trying to make that a joke and criticism constantly. Like,
aren't we generally just firing back on douchebags who are talking shit for nothing?
Yeah, and they do this Trumpian shit of like using these weird. The point is, well, no, they just use these bully names. Like, that's all Trump ever does, and so then they attach names and give these stupid little nicknames to people, and it's just like, what are we doing? Like, you can't enjoy something like. Everybody is so quick, and it's gotten worse and worse throughout the years, but everybody is so quick to see something and be a franchise, and yeah, there's no reason to have a fifth Indiana Jones movie. There's no reason for any of this shit.
But I'm not sad. I mean, I'm glad they made one.
They're so quick to see that and immediately hate it because new is... Like, it's this hipster shit of like, well, new sucks. Old stuff's always better. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like... Like, they don't enjoy this stuff. They just find it an angle to milk their YouTube audience. That's all this shit is.
There's only one there's only one time I really felt that South Park crossed the line. And that was when Crystal Skull came out and they had that episode where basically, Lucas and Spielberg were assaulting.
Yeah.
And it was very graphic. Like, very graphic. And I remember seeing that episode. I was a regular watcher of South Park at that time. I remember seeing that episode and being like, I'm going to take a break from these guys. Cuz
it's not that serious.
No, and it was just like, what the fuck, like,
and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. That's
why I enjoyed Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, because that was a summer movie too, and I grew up with that shit, I mean,
I'm probably gonna.
It was always a summertime thing to do. Like, well, not always. I guess only 3 times in my life.
I'll enjoy it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, well, fuck.
I'm seeing that it's not doing great at the box office, and you know what? I'm not surprised because people are being more selective because everything is more expensive. Inflation
There's a lot more people. Okay,
you saw it. I'm probably gonna skip it. I'm not gonna.
You and I went and
I'll
saw
watch it
what?
on Disney Plus.
The last movie we saw, Flash.
The Flash, yeah.
Okay, and there was not that many people in our theater, right?
Yeah, we saw it on a Sunday afternoon.
I did. Okay, so I guess I saw mine on Monday over the holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Afternoon, but mine was packed.
Well, yeah, because of the holiday.
Which is interesting because I still had the fucking road to myself.
Well, that's what people said. The opening box office was not great. I was like, yeah, but the 4th of July is on a Tuesday, so Monday and Tuesday they're probably going to make a lot of money. Which is what they were banking on, which is why they put it out around this time. This is nothing new. When do you release a movie in the summer? Either early May. You can maybe get away with it mid-May. Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Like 4th of July.
When are we just going to learn that the easiest way to show movie studios what we don't want to see is by not going to see movies that fucking suck anymore? Like, stop it.
Yeah.
Like, nobody goes see...
Well, that's another thing, too.
Hey.
And that's another thing, too.
Let's all make a pact to not go see Kraven the Hunter. I'm sorry.
I will not
No,
cover
but, like,
it for
all
the
of
show.
us. And I'm sorry about the people that worked on that movie, but you should... I mean...
We didn't review Morbius until it hit Netflix. I never touched it until it was on streaming because I was never going to get that movie.
I still haven't. Did you review it? Did you watch
No,
it?
because I fell asleep like 3 times trying to
Oh my
watch it.
god, no way! I can't even imagine.
It's so bad.
Seriously?
But
It sucks.
yeah, Craven. I'm not gonna see fucking Craven. the
No,
Hunter in
fuck that
theaters.
shit. It looks so
No.
stupid.
But you're right. We need to start speaking up about. Excuse me, the dog's groaning over there. But yeah, I get it. So I'm just I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna enjoy it too.
Great, our
But
dog's possessed.
I'm just in a spot where there are some movies I'll just wait for Disney Plus.
I get it. I get it.
think Blue Beetle might be the next movie I see in theaters.
You know what's interesting is that I bought myself. Okay, so we each bought ourselves a large popcorn at the Flash, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you wouldn't share.
No, I just didn't want to because when we shared a popcorn at
Spider-Verse.
Guardians, or was it Spider-Verse at Flicks?
Yeah, Spider-Verse.
So we shared a popcorn. That fucker was gone before 20 minutes was over in the movie. So I'm like, I'm gonna make sure. Now, I can't remember about the Flash. I think I ate most of my popcorn.
I don't know.
I
ate all mine.
I had a large popcorn for this one, and I did not eat like that much of it. Like this is how much of it I ate. I don't know
I'm glad
why.
I can see that. Anyway, wrap.
I ate about a quarter of the
to
bucket,
wrap it up.
which is funny because I could really go for some fucking hot butter popcorn right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I had some Skittles.
Bill Clinton says, "All right, give me
Let's
some
go
of that.
play the saxophone and
give
get
me
ourselves
that
some
buttered
poontang
popcorn poontang." All right,
and an egg McMuffin to go.
we got like 2 drops.
All
out of
right
this
now.
episode. Oh baby.
All right,
Hey,
hey, and an egg McMuffin.
shut up. See,
Hey,
Ventura Quicksand applies to all impressions,
Yep.
friend. It'll suck
let's fucking stop it. Let's do this.
suck you in like a vacuum. All right, so
You gotta remember to.
that's a dirt devil.
You gotta remember. You gotta remember
No,
to not
no, no,
panic.
no.
Not panic.
Give me your hand, Tyler. I gotta pull you out of the quicksand. Wrapping it up, if you were give it like a grade A to F, letter grade, what would you give it? You know what? Better yet, a scale of 1 to 5 whips. What would you give it?
No, I'm gonna give it a B plus.
B plus. So that's like what? 2 whips? 3 whips? Okay, B plus.
It's. I mean, it's better than Crystal Skull. I think at times it reaches the heights of the first 3. And the level and of intense. The action sequences are by far some of the better ones I've seen in a while in movies. Most of it's practical, which is why it looks so good. And there's chase scenes that are just. I can't give it an A just cause I don't want to. I guess I don't know why. A minus.
B plus. Where are we at? Stick to your guns, man. Stick to your whips.
Well, I really liked it though. I mean, it was really good. It was
Make a decision.
Shut up.
B plus.
Sure.
A minus. B plus.
Let's give it an A minus. I gotta take
sure about that?
I gotta take something off for the. There was some stuff in that first 20 minutes that kind of took me out of the movie a little bit, just because of the quality of the things and what they had to do to make it look like he was 40 again. But overall, it was exactly what I wanted out of an Indiana Jones movie. It was they dealt with the things that took place in the Crystal Skull as far as marriage and kids and all that shit, in such a way that I cried at the end. I cried hard. And it was really beautiful.
I heard it does a really good job of
wrapping it up.
Does a really good job of him passing the torch or showing a good way of showing an older character, a troubled older character, have some, redeeming moments. I'm trying to say this without getting spoiled myself. So anyway, A minus, B plus, A minus, A minus.
I'm totally okay giving it an A.
Come on, you hate! You want to live forever?
I really liked it. I have no. There's again the if there's anything about it, there's just moments. Now, okay, I will say this too. There was a moment. There was a scene that took place in the 50s like 10 years later, okay? And it's a flashback, and her dad is involved. Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character's dad is involved. And it's important to the story and everything, but Harrison Ford, that really took me out of it because they were trying to make him look, like 50 or 60, I guess. But it wasn't like as much or something. It was hard, like the way that they tried to make him look younger than he is, but older than Indiana Jones has ever been, just did not work right. So he was in shadow a lot in that scene, which is fine.
Yeah.
But that was, again, the only real criticism I have. I think, didn't John Williams score it?
I think so, yeah.
Came out of retirement?
Came out of retirement. All right, Tyler.
I loved it.
Let's move on. Let's talk about some news I saw this past week. A movie that I had heard about, but I kind of forgot about because it was a Disney Plus original movie. It's this movie called Crater. So it was released 2 months ago just for Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're already removing it from the service for tax write-offs.
Why?
Why
not just sell it to Pluto?
I don't know why. It's the same thing with Batgirl. I don't know why. They just rather throw these movies in a garbage bin.
I guess.
But it started to spark a conversation online, and I kind of wanted to have our own discussion about it because I think I think a lot of people don't realize how many really good movies are cult classics, or movies that weren't necessarily box office.
John Carpenter's The Thing.
John Carpenter's Thing, great example.
Perfect example.
Pretty much
dude.
anything John Carpenter's done has been extremely underrated.
Fuck.
But that's what I mean. So
I argue that no.
I want to. No. Why? Because if they're just gonna make these movies for their streaming service and then take it off, what's there to say that any movie has any chance to build an audience? Because
there's movies like Asteroid City and Cocaine Bear that are doing well. And that have, kind of made it into that cult classic status. Anything Wes Anderson does is a cult classic right off the bat, really. Honestly.
Yeah, but
I get what you're saying, but how did the cult classic start in the first place? Drive-ins.
Well,
the cult classic started with drive-ins and video rentals.
Yeah, no, well that's what I mean. When Blockbuster was in its heyday, that was a bit like VHS home video. That was a big
So do you
deal,
think we're going to get back to a point where people are going to mass produce VHSs and send them out to people and shit?
Dude,
why not, right?
Listen to me. Listen, I'm telling you, if they keep pulling this shit,
get some VCRs.
People are going to go back, not VCRs, but people are going to go back to physical media. They are going to go back to Blu-rays and 4K HD shit because
we were just talking about Yellow Jackets. Like, I want to see that, but I'm never going to pay for Showtime.
And if people want to give me shit about having a Blu-ray collection or anything like that,
no Showtime. Don't start a streaming service. God damn it.
Here's what I'll tell you right now. At the very
Showtime
least,
Plus.
In the very least, in my house, I have 3 different Blu-ray players. Dude, come on.
Did that go in the thing?
Ripping your cheeks
Did that go
over here.
Did that go?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
thought these were omnidirectional.
I'm trying to have a conversation and you're shitting your pants.
I'm not shitting my pants. Do you think if I was sitting in shit that I'd just be sitting in shit? No, I'd go up and wipe or something.
Point is, I think you see both sides to it in a sense that I see that there's still a chance for that cult classic thing, but I would not be. Look, I don't necessarily think we're going to have a return to Blockbuster, a return to traditional Netflix, but I wouldn't be surprised if Blu-ray sales go up or more people buy physical media because at this point, it's like you might have to because everything just gets fucking taken off for just tax purposes. And this is what artists have said for years. This is what happens when Disney owns everything and Warner Brothers owns a bunch of shit. Because eventually, they'll just start selling their shit off. Like what? They'll just start just saying, oh, well, everything needs a fucking MGM Plus and all this other, like everything needs a fucking streaming service.
No.
And then everything, it didn't make enough streams in 2 months. Let's take it off the fucking website. Like, what are we doing?
Why? Yeah, why? I mean, is there a cost to have that movie available
Like you said,
on
let
the
it,
servers
let
or
it go up on
something?
Pluto. That somebody made
Sure, yeah.
Somebody pointed that on Twitter. There should be a copyright law that if Batgirl should be able to be put up on Pluto for free.
Yes.
We don't need to pay for it. Free. It should be up on YouTube or
If it's
whatever.
finished, fucking throw it up, dude. Yeah.
Because of that, you as a company are accepting a failure and saying you don't want it and you can't make money off it. Then just give it away. Why? Why let
It's
it
the
just
same
just sit in the garbage bin?
It's the
you
same
know?
fucking concept as these fucking capitalist fucking restaurateurs and shit, dude, that have been doing it for fucking years.
And I
dude.
never saw this movie. I don't have
Or
an opinion.
grocery stores like fucking Hy-Vee. Yeah, I fucking said it.
Well, there goes our sponsor.
Yeah, there goes my fucking job. Brought to you by the Hy-Vee Studios. Fuck. Shit.
Back to the show.
Yeah.
Um,
Hy-Vee.
but it is frustrating because I never saw this movie Crater and I didn't know anything about it.
Me neither. No, I can't.
And if I ever want to watch it, I can't. And it's silly. And it sucks for the artist.
They're not even going to put out a DVD or a Blu-ray
Tyler,
because that costs them money to do that.
It's like we talked about last week with the Spider-Verse stuff. It's like these people are saying these things and making these decisions without actually making the movies themselves.
Yes, and that's the way it's been done since Hollywood has been.
That has been the business. Yeah.
Yes, but I think we're all, as fans and as consumers of this art, understanding that these fucking guys have no fucking business doing this shit. They should not be in charge of this.
If you can build, and there's still opportunities out there too, but it's hard, but it is possible to build an audience independently and possible to do it your way. It's just the problem is you got to fight with
For your right
to party, but you got to compete with these bigger corporations that have a lot more money than you do.
Lot more money.
Regardless of how successful your campaign will be, they're still not going to have the level of money that Disney has. Or, you know, and it can be done, but it's hard to do, and I think it's gonna still be a long time because, like, you know, we talk about cult classics, you talk about it being with drive-ins, but it had a huge, like we just said, Tarantino was a cult director, man. Like everything that Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, like, are you kidding? Like, they defined, like, when you think of a cult classic, do you think of Tarantino? Because that's immediately where my mind goes.
Reservoir Dogs, not Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction was more bigger budget, yeah.
Pulp Fiction had the weight of a movie studio behind it.
Yeah,
it
right.
was still here's how I'll put it. There was
I see what you're saying.
two big directors really defined the 90s for me and for a lot of my generation. Tarantino and Kevin Smith. You got Kevin Smith on the comedy side and Tarantino on basically the noir side, if you want to, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the quirky crime story, whatever.
Caper.
You had Clerks, which was great, and then you gave Kevin Smith a bigger budget, and he made Mallrats, which in hindsight is a better movie than it was when we first saw it. When we first saw it, we were like, what the fuck is this?
That
It was
failed.
awful.
And it was a cult classic.
It is now, because now I don't know how it changed in my mind, but I still look at Mallrats as a failure because Kevin Smith did what a lot of artists would do, probably me included, which is, ooh, I have more money, I can do it the way I want to, which is not necessarily always better. Now,
Even he said when he got the budget, he thought it was too much.
but he has definitely said, like, you know what, the problem with Mallrats is that I had a bigger budget and it shows. And that's because he was used to doing like guerrilla filmmaking. Then he got like a movie studio budget, like millions. Yes,
he's always been really his biggest sell to studios is he's able to make movies on a small enough budget that even with a bad weekend, they can most likely make their money, like at least break even. Or you know what I mean? Like so I see what you're saying, like with him and Tarantino. Like
but Mallrats is really good. But here's the thing: is that when Tarantino got a bigger budget, he basically hired bigger actors, and he couldn't pay them. but he was able to draw him in because he had the movie studio behind him, and he had a bigger budget. But Pulp Fiction is a superior movie to Reservoir Dogs in the way that Mallrats is not superior to Clerks. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Despite having a bigger budget and a movie studio's weight behind him while he was making it, Pulp Fiction still turned out to be a Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
And Mallrats turns out to be a movie where...
It's still a Kevin Smith movie.
Mallrats is actually one of my favorite one of his. Because like as I've gotten older, like I've understood a lot more of it, and it's so, and Brody fucking Jason Lee is so fucking classic. But it's just
cult classic.
Whoa, mind blown.
Stick around for
and the
segues.
whole scene, the whole dating show scene is just fucking classic too. But it
covered pretzel.
Right. But again, like you have to look at it through a different lens. Like Club Dread. Have you ever seen Broken Lizard? Okay. The first time I saw that,
Super Troopers was a huge
Super
cult
Troopers
classic.
was fucking great, dude. And it still is. But Club Dread, I saw it the first time and I was like, this sucks. I'm not a horror movie guy. And I literally took it at face value, which is it's a horror movie. But it's not. It's spoofing horror movies, but it's also really graphic, okay?
Yeah.
So I was working with a guy a couple years after he came out, and I was like, and we were talking movies, and he was like, Club Dread's one of my favorites. I'm like, oh, dude, it sucked. And he's like, are you fucking kidding? And he basically said, like, you got to watch it like this. And I had it at home, and I went home and watched it that night with that in mind, what he told me, which is basically, dude, you know, it's making fun. And it made so much more sense to me, and I laughed my ass off, dude.
How did you not catch
fucking
that with the shit button? thing?
Exactly, dude. Yes.
Or no, it was the cum button.
Yeah, I mean,
Hot Rod had the shit button.
I'm not, huge into Club Dread, but and Hot Rod I loved immediately.
That's a cult classic.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think that cult classic is going to die out. I think this is ultimately this writer's strike, the cult classic story question, Disney owning everything. All of these things are going to lead. They may be troublesome now and may make the landscape, the entertainment landscape for, small creators look really, really intimidating and really bad. But I really do feel, just like in this country with the politics really swinging hard right, it's a last gasp. It's a fucking final hurdle before the real good shit, dude. I promise. I really do feel like all of these things are moving us toward a place where fans are more in control of what content we see, rather than...
Well, especially because it's the narrative of... Sorry, I interrupted.
I'm done.
Oh. Well, it's the go get woke, go broke shit. It never is true. It's never been true. No, because... Well, and I think a lot of people are realizing that demographics are changing hard. I think a lot younger, like at younger ages, more kids are culturally aware and politically aware, and I think that's reflecting our art because, God, I hate to tell you this, but it's kind of obvious, art reflects the time that it's being created. So I'm just, oh, I hate it when they have modern themes. Hey,
okay.
Everything has modern themes.
Let me just give you guys a little history lesson here. I was watching Dave the other day, because I want to explain how times change and shit. I was watching Dave, and there's a moment. It's obviously mostly dramatized,
The little Dickie
but it's
show, Dave.
Kevin Kline.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah, where
Sorry,
he's
there's a
president.
show
No,
name.
I forgot
There's a show
that. Yes,
Dave.
no, I forgot. Sorry. I was like, "Are you fucking with me?"
He looked very upset. In that pregnant pause, he's just staring daggers like, little Dickie, what the fuck?
Did you
He's just trying to make a
You
joke.
fucking dickhole. And
There's
there's
some guy you know.
There's a moment where they're in the Senate chambers or whatever, and it's dramatized, obviously, but the makeup of the people in the chamber is still largely representative of what it was at the time. And this is like early or like mid to late 90s. Okay? Less than 30 years ago. Less. And there was maybe 1 or 2 black faces in that entire fucking chamber, and maybe 3 or 4 female faces. Okay? That's less than 30 years ago. Okay? Now, when I was growing up, the makeup of people when you went out, like in crowds and stuff like that, was, the bigger the city, the more diverse the crowd is and everything, and that was cool.
You can always tell the bigger cities are always
and that's
more
cool.
diverse.
And I enjoy. I don't know why you don't. I don't know why people don't enjoy like meeting people from different cultures and learning
about other things.
Why the fuck don't you enjoy that? Why do you have a problem with that?
Because they're boring.
I guess.
You want to hear something crazy?
Huh?
Mattel
Let's do that.
is getting serious about the movie business.
Fucking hell, you gotta follow along.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
According to a piece in the New Yorker,
Oh, the union.
Mattel has the most insane thing I've ever heard. Writers' strike, screen actors' strike, all this stuff, all these strikes. We don't care. Mattel is planning to make an estimated 45 movies based on toys. 45. So, as we all know, Barbie is coming out later this month. But that is
which looks really good. We saw
funny.
the theater. We saw the preview.
We're going to see that instead of Oppenheimer. Well, actually, I said Blue Beetle. I might try and see Oppenheimer in theaters.
I'm gonna see Oppenheimer in theaters.
But anyway, Barbie's going up against Oppenheimer, so we'll see how.
Or
that
should
goes.
you know what? Should we do a double feature?
Barbenheimer?
Barbenheimer! Fucking copyright, motherfucker.
We're just fucking two Ken. We're bringing the Kenergy to the
I'd
atomic bomb.
love to tell you who her boyfriend is, but I don't. But I don't think I can.
Dude, atomic Kenergy. Dude, atomic Kenergy. Yeah, Barbenheimer. Part of me does want to do that because that sounds so stupid. Because what a tonal change in movies.
Which one would you see first?
Well, because no matter what, you're going to be emotionally just bleh after Oppenheimer. So, I mean, like.
Would you do the Oppenheimer and then Barbie to top off the day on a high note?
Barbie would be a good palate cleanser to the Oppenheimer.
But then what do you see after Barbie?
The floor.
Rise of the Beasts. No, that makes me want to throw up. Again.
Optimus Primal. Ron Perlman.
Ugh. I love him.
Peter Cullen.
I love him too.
Little bitch. So yeah, it is.
Barbie looks good.
Barbie does look funny. I did not know until the last trailer that they've been showing that Will Ferrell was in it.
There's a shitload of people in it, dude. Oh my god.
It looks ridiculous. But in a good way. So there's two other ones we have a little bit more details about, and both of them do it. Mattel, please make these movies because this sounds insane. So Barbie has, what it's doing, which is clearly going to be more of a comedy. I think it's going to be a little bit more adult. Barney, as in the big purple dinosaur, Barney, will be produced by Get Out and Nope star as a Daniel Kaluuya,
who also played Spider Punk.
Yeah, and he was in Black Panther. So he is he's really serious about producing it. And he's going to the Barney film will be a bit of a more adult oriented and have an A24 type quality. So that's going to be a little bit more horror vibes. I'm thinking maybe a little bit more of Five Nights at Freddy's kind of vibe.
I guess.
Somebody said something about this, but I think it's interesting that we have like a resurgence in like surrealist horror, and surrealist horror is kind of getting more of a foothold because there's a Hereditary, Midsummer, I'm not sure how you pronounce that one. He also did Beau is Afraid. I can't remember the name of that director, but then Jordan Peele had Nope and Get Out, and what was the other one? Us. It's kind of crazy that we're seeing a resurgence in that genre, and if they're gonna do it, like make it fucking weird. Go for it. Because honestly, I don't really think I would see a comedy about Barney. Like, is he gonna be a real thing? I don't know how the fuck they're gonna make that.
I don't care enough either way.
I just think it's funny that they're even attempting.
No, I mean that's fine, but yeah,
honestly, no. I'm applauding Mattel because they're doing something different with their property.
yeah.
They could just make another fucking Barney family movie.
I think it was Greta Gerwig.
She's directing
She
Barbie.
said, she was like, I couldn't believe when we had the script finally written, we were like, there's no fucking way Mattel will let us do that. And when we went to them and they started not only embracing it but offering suggestions that were actually really funny, it was like, holy shit.
Like the fact that
This is actually, we're actually going to be able to make this.
Yeah, that's good. Again, good on you, man. If they truly commit and go like full hog on this like horror movie style with Barney,
Sure, whatever.
I'll see it in the theater, dude. I'll support it because they're trying something with their IP.
I'll see it in the theater, man. I will totally.
Because you know what? And you'll bet your sweet ass I'll see this next movie.
Wow.
So as we're keeping with the theme of the three that we know that have really been in talks, Hot Wheels is getting a movie. Now, Tyler, when I think of Hot Wheels, I think of realism. So Hot Wheels will be produced by Warner Brothers and J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot.
Oh, our friend JJ.
So he's probably not going to direct it, but he will be producing it. So JJ goes on to say this, and this is what made me laugh so hard and be like, do it. Quote, for a long time, we were talking to Mattel about Hot Wheels, and we couldn't quite find the thing that clicked, that made it worthy of what Hot Wheels, that title, deserved. Then we came up with something. Emotional and grounded and gritty. End quote. Do it.
Who said that?
Do it.
Who said that?
JJ.
Oh, fuck.
Do it. Do it. Please. Do something new with your properties.
Sure.
Go for it. Go for it.
Sure. Whatever. Sure. Whatever. Sure.
Do it.
Sure. Do it. Sure.
Why are you so upset about Hot Wheels?
Who fucking cares? It's a fucking car. It's a little toy fucking car.
Why do we need to make a movie about Hot Wheels?
Let's make a movie about a fucking goddamn board game called Battleship. Why? It's not even that interesting of a fucking game unless you. Dude, the only reason Battleship is fun is if you. What?
The best part about Battleship, it's about naval battle, but they had to bring in aliens because they wanted to release that movie worldwide. Even though there's a ton of American patriotism in it, they still want to release it in China or whatever. So they had to fight aliens instead of a foreign country.
You do realize that unless you really like the person you're playing, or the only time that Battleship has been fun to me is when the other person I'm playing is like older or younger than me.
Like to clown on some kids.
No. It's more like the older person usually lets the younger person kind of win a little bit. So when you're older, you get to,
You whip out Battleship, I'll beat your ass right now.
I don't know if I want to play Battleship with you. Wow. All right, let's play.
You can't handle
Let's play it. Let's do it.
Whip it out. Here we go.
Wow.
B4. Oh, damn it. Hold on.
Right in my chin.
B4. No. But stall him.
B4. I mean.
Pew pew quip. Pew pew quip.
It was worth it.
Did you like how you said stall?
No.
I was like, I'm going to repeat what you said. No, actually, never mind. Battleship is fun, but
It's
I mean,
a
you didn't need to
terrible
make a fucking movie out of it.
No, you're right. None of these need to exist, and that's why I think it's funny, and I'm like, just do it. Who cares? And if you lose, it's even funnier to me, because it's like, Mattel has too many franchises, clearly. But not every, and I agree, not every toy needs a movie. You sell the toy perfectly fine without it, but the fact they're like, let's make it gritty and grounded and fucking, no. You know what I saw a commercial for and a show that I was like, I would watch that just because I find that interesting. It's a show where they take these like real life cars and try and modify them and make them into Hot Wheels.
Nice.
Which is fucking cool.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Sounds good.
Give
to
me that. Don't give me a movie. Give me that. I don't know what that's on. I think it's on Hulu or something. I want to watch it. But anyway, that's the three that we know about. But here's some other ones just to name off here. Polly Pocket. Polly Pocket. I don't know what toy that is, but that's getting a movie apparently.
You don't thank your. Be glad you don't.
What is it? Should I look it up?
No.
I'm gonna put it on the video though. So
Somebody had the bright idea, and this is actually brilliant, of making a toy that is easily lost that kids cannot fucking live without. And they made billions and continue to make billions off this toy that's about that big. And everything that she is plays with and everything is about that big.
I'm looking it up now.
Oh, dude. Fucking brilliant, dude.
They're going to make a movie out of that.
Great.
You know, it still blows my mind they made an Angry Birds movie, but here we are. He-Man, that one makes sense. I watched a He-Man movie.
So what, is Kevin Smith just out? What?
I mean, like a separate thing. Like that Netflix thing.
Whatever.
Its own thing and then whatever.
I guess.
Here's another one. Do you remember a Major Matt Mason toy?
Nope.
I'm going to look this up because Tom Hanks is apparently attached
I heard.
to the Major Matt Mason toy.
And who the fuck is that for?
Who's going to know what that...
But, you do know that the people who played with that are like 90 now.
Yeah,
they don't go to the fucking
who
movies.
cares about Major...
Oh, fuck.
It's just a
Matt
generic
Mason.
astronaut. Like, what are we talking about? And this one has nothing else attached to it. This is just a list. American Girl, Big Jim,
I remember Big Jim.
Chatty Cathy and Betsy Wetsy, Magic 8 Ball. How are you going to make a Magic 8 Ball movie? Unless you make it a horror movie and wait a minute. The Magic 8 Ball is an AI like Hal. And you have
Don't
to
give them
ask
any
it
ideas.
questions,
Don't encourage
and then
them.
the AI responds an algorithm.
No.
Matchbox.
Don't.
Dude, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. They made that movie.
Yes.
I have it on Blu-ray.
Yes.
It's called Real Steel.
Yes.
It's a fantastic movie.
Idiots. Next.
And just to prove my point,
Yes.
and another.
Yes.
Nice.
Thomas and Friends, so Thomas the Train Engine. Uno. How are you going to make a fucking Uno movie? Viewmaster.
No, you know what?
Viewmaster.
I want to see the Uno trailer, and it's going to be two people like they're both chained to something, and whoever wins the Uno game like doesn't die, right? And like the guy's got one card left, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like really gritty and stuff, and he's like, I call red Uno, and the other guy goes, draw 4. Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger at the end.
No.
When he does that.
Oh, and Wishbone was the last one.
Fuck off. Where's the goddamn Operation movie, Milton fucking Bradley?
Yeah, Milton and Bradley.
Where's the Hungry Hippos movie? This is stupid.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Yep.
That's what I say to Mattel. Good luck. And may God have mercy.
Let's say good luck. And if you are looking for any young filmmakers to break out on one of these movies, Jake and I are available. Right? Yes. Yeah.
And if we have to,
I'll eat your ass.
I'll try. I'll fucking take a stab at making the Uno movie if you give me a budget. Wow.
All right, that's it for tonight's show.
That's it.
Well, no, that is it. Well, I was gonna say something nice about you, Tyler, but I felt like we don't need to do that for this show, do we? Right?
I guess not.
Do you have a long box?
Not really.
Tyler,
How long?
What about
were
this?
you-
It's a long box. The look on your face, like we did that last week.
I know. I haven't listened. How
Did it freak
long
you
is this
out?
show going? Episode.
As long as it needs to be.
No, I'm saying how long have we gone so far?
About an hour.
I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
You know
I
anything
think
you want to talk about?
Not really. I think we talked about everything we need to. We had a good holiday weekend. I had 3 days off and wrote another song. So I'm
Always talking about
going
your
great
fucking
songs.
music.
Amazing T-Bird.
Amazing T-Bird.
Wherever you stream stuff.
Oh, I put out that video about Marvel's Spider-Man on PS5. Pretty happy with it. It was a fun video. Can't wait to keep making more. I like doing it as like a once a month type.
As an homage.
not even close to what I was talking about. But I was saying that it was
What?
a nice.
Whatever.
Whatever. Trying to be fucking humble. You're over here being a dick. Sorry.
Well, it's just, I mean,
What are we doing here, man?
I liked it better when you had like a rundown. When you started giving me like a word for word script, I was like, that's when I was like, I'm gonna wipe my ass with this thing, because I mean, I'm not gonna do a word for word script, bro.
I didn't give you it, dude. Come on.
You gave me a, hey, you should say this, it'd be funny. I'm like, not anymore,
I
because you
didn't
made it up
no,
already like
dude.
100 years before the
Wow.
goddamn. It's got to be fresh
102
and off the
episodes?
cuff.
102 episodes, and this is where we're
Don't
at.
give me no word for word script, yo. It's okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay, man. 'Cause you know what? You know what, man? I'm just.
I got what I paid for.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.